Gaming tablets are making a comeback, especially yung mga 8-inch tablet. For many years, dalawa lang yung competition when it comes to mini tablet. Nandyan yung Apple with iPad minis 6 and 7 and yung mga Legion tablets katulad nitong Y700 2023. Pero recently, sobrang daming leaks na magkakaroon na rin yung ibang brands ng mga mini tablet, like for example, Red Magic with the Astra 9-inch tablet and yung China Redmi magkakaroon din sila ng K-Pad. Pero isa nakagulat na brand na maglalabas ng sarili nilang tablet segment, kauna-unahan is the Infinix with the XPad GT. It's not an 8-inch or even 9-inch, actually 13-inch tablet siya. But the weird part is, it used the Snapdragon 888. What is up mga moms, this is MNB, and in this channel, we talk about tech and gaming. Feel free to subscribe. So ano nga ba nangyari sa Snapdragon 888 during the pandemic times? Specifically 2020 and 2021. Alam naman natin, during these times, nag-take over si Samsung to manufacture 3 specific chipsets. The 888, 888 Plus, and 8 Gen 1 to be specific. So ano ba nangyari sa mga chipset na to? Ito lang naman yung mga napakainit na mga chipset at yun na nga, given that they are Samsung manufactured, medyo sumablay pagdating sa thermals or heat management. So ngayon, with the Infinix XPad GT, marami yung nababahala. Bakit ito yung ginamit? Bakit ito yung nilagay nyo dyan? Yung Snapdragon 888. Dami nagsasabi, libreng frying pan. Alam nyo, on paper, very promising yung XPad GT. Aside from having its very big screen, 13-inch, naka 2.8K resolution na to, may 144Hz refresh rate na rin siya. Wow. Yung base variant niya, naka 8GB RAM and 256 storage. May 3D surround sound na rin siya with the DTS Studio. And yung pinagmamalaki nila na 8 system speaker. Plus, yung battery, 10,000 mAh. Diba? Medyo rare yung mga ganun ngayon. Although, yung kanyang charging is 30 watts lang. For its camera naman, nothing fancy. 13 megapixel sa likuran and 9 megapixel naman sa front-facing camera. Siyempre, nandiyan pa rin yung implementation ng Infinix AI tool. So, moving forward, lalagyan na talaga ng AI tool lahat ng mga lineup ni Transsion. And, out of the box, Android 15 na to with the XOS skin on top. So, with the initial pricing of 18,000 pesos, plus, may libreng case na rin with cover and stylus pen. Medyo promising talaga yung specs nito. Given din na onti lang yung mga options natin ng mga gaming tablet in this price range. So parang sulit naman talaga, no? So what's the catch with Snapdragon 888? To be honest, decent pa rin naman yung performance ng 888 if we are just talking about the raw performance. If we are gonna discount or disregard yung overheating issue nito in the past. Kumbaga yung performance niya, naglalaro pa rin siya mid-range borderline. So, maganda dito kay Infinix XPad GT is esports grade na siya. So, yung promise nila with PUBG M, meron na tong 90 FPS out of the box. With the MOBA titles like MLBB, Honor of Kings, supported na yung 120 FPS. Wow! And with the standoff na hindi masyadong mainstream na laro, it actually supports 144 FPS. So, sinagad nila dun sa refresh rate. So, di ba, if you are gonna be playing all these esports title, parang okay na din, no? But let's go with the potential issues. Yun na nga, given na yung overheating. Pero, given din na it's gonna be rocking 13-inch. So, mas malaki yung chassis niya. And potentially, pwedeng ma-eliminate yung overheating. Although wala nabanggit na any heat dissipation feature or mga liquid cooling technology, I really hope na talagang dahil tablet to, mas less na yung overheating niya. Siyempre, given na 13-inch to, medyo nakakangalay talaga siya over time when you are playing. Ako personally, mas preferred ko pa rin yung mga gantong klaseng tablet which rocks 8-inch to 9-inch on the screen size. Kasi itong mga gantong klaseng tablet, portable talaga sila hawakan. And kahit 2 to 4 hours ka maglaro or even more, hindi sobrang nakakangalay. And good thing then, it uses LCD. Kasi Kasi kunwari, magkaroon ng overheating pa rin to. Tapos naka-AMOLED or OLED. Screen burn ang abot. So given the price of 18,000, roughly 17 to 18,000. Plus siguro magkakaroon pa sila ng sale dyan, ng early bird promo. Sana gawin nilang at least hanggang mga 15K. I think it's gonna be a good deal. Given din ang mga gaming features niya, like for example, syempre, Transsion yan, Infinix yan, may bypass charging. Plus yun na nga, big battery, 10,000 mAh, although 30 watts lang siya, take note. And then yung esports grade niya na supported 90 to 144 FPS, so very promising yun. But here are some options in the same category. Syempre, unang-una na, etong Legion Y700 2023. Actually, when it's on sale, the base variant 12256, around 15K lang yung presyo niya. So mas mababa pa. Plus ang chipset nito is the 8 Plus Gen 1. So much powerful than the Snapdragon 888. Although same sila na may bypass charging, pero syempre yung XPad GT, it's gonna be on global. And Legion Y700 2023 is actually a China ROM device. Isa pang option na medyo malaki din, 11-inch, is yung Xiaomi Pad 7 na recently na-release lang din. So yung Xiaomi Pad 7 naman, naka Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3, which is actually more powerful than the SD888 and supported din yung 144Hz. So given these options, mas kailangan talagang maging competitive na XPad GT when it comes to pricing. If kaya nilang i-launch to around 15-16K with the early bird promo, mas maganda men. Mas maraming bibili talaga nito. Given na rin nga na gaming-centric to, mas kaya niya babaran at mas pangmatagalan. So, pwede nating ma-recommend itong XPad GT. Especially sa mga gaming focus at sa mga esports title lang yung nilalaro. So, kayo ba guys, what are your thoughts on the XPad GT? Ano ba? Goods ba to o hindi? Let me know in the comment section down below. And kung may suggestion kayo ng other options or alternatives, feel free to put it as well. Para naman sa mga link ng mga devices na banggit natin, feel free to check them in the description down below. So di sana ba yung nagsabi ng Gat May Laro, G tayo. See you in the next one.